To me, a game changer is someone who wants to go out and make a difference, not stick to the status quo, but willing to take the sacrifices to go out to do something different, to make things better, to afford opportunities not only for yourself, but for others to follow in your footsteps. So someone who's going to stand to the front of the line, take charge, and lead others to that destiny that they want to go to. Specifically for me, back towards the economy, I just finished serving 20 plus years in the military, and something close to my heart and soul are veterans returning from overseas or deciding to get out of the military or retire, trying to make that transition back into the economy. We bring a lot of skills to the table, a lot of opportunities to go out and protect our country and the principles of freedom that we stand for, opportunity to give those veterans some work. Once you see it, we have the discipline, we have the skills, we have the education. So getting them out in the workforce, guaranteed that you're going to get someone that's going to get the job done for you, and overall that's going to help the economy and make it a better place for you to work. Something that's near and dear to me, I grew up in Washington, D.C. in Anacostia, and I was afforded the opportunity to join the military, to go to the Air Force Academy, to become a pilot because of some of the windows that were opened up for me. However, if you look at the percentages of numbers, and I can speak specifically about the Air Force, the higher you go up in the rank, the opportunities for women and other minority categories start to get smaller as you progress. So what I would like to see is a true, affordable, accurate, man-funded, followed up diversity program that the Air Force is responsible for from the top all the way down to the bottom that can truly afford opportunities for anyone to have the chance to maybe be the top general in the Air Force. We're not quite there yet, but I'm going to champion that opportunity to do it along with some other great folks, and I think it's going to make our service better, and it essentially helps us out with national security, bringing the best and the brightest into our Air Force. Well, I think I had a chance to make a difference because of having some great opportunities afforded for me. One of my first bosses, he had me sit down at a table and set out goals, what I want to do. That's something we have all of our children do. What do you want to do when you grow up? Do you want to be a doctor, a lawyer? Do you want to be a pilot? Specifically, what my boss had me do is he said, I want you to set goals for next week, but then extend it a little bit. Set goals for 5 years from now, 10 years from now, and eventually, what do you want to do when you finish up your career? What I specifically did is I set those goals as high as possible. I said, how high do I want to go in the military or in civil service or in other ventures in life? In order to attain those, you have to get your education, but I think one thing that's critical is seeking out a mentor. Could be someone that looks like you, could be someone that looks nothing like you, but reach out to them and sit down with them and learn different ways to be able to attain that. You put all those pieces to the formula together, you're probably going to face some barriers along the way, but if you have that mentorship and you have the education, have the wherewithal, you're going to be able to get past those roadblocks, or at least reach out to someone that can help you get past them. Well, being a member of the United States military, about 20 years ago, I raised my right hand and I swore to support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, which is pretty broad in a sense, but to me it's a little more personal. On that day, I became dedicated to the principles which make our country free, make it such a wonderful place to be. So doing that, knowing that I'm serving our country in a military status, and also trying to be a role model for maybe some other young kid here in Washington, D.C. or around the country who may not necessarily know of any minority pilots or know of any black pilots. So when they see me in a uniform, see me flying a plane, it gives them the aspiration that, yes, I too can do that. Go up and talk to them, go into high schools and speak, tell them about the opportunities, and just like was afforded to me, open up that door and help them get through it.